It looks like we're right at 65 decimals. And that's at an idle. And the truck's a 2014 LML. And that's what we're gonna be comparing today, is just between this truck and between my truck, what the idle is and what the max, you know, kind of RPM is before the cutoff in park. We're gonna try and do it as much apples for apples as we can. Okay, we got a 4-inch exhaust. Hey, there I am. I don't want to talk too loud because our max number is what I want to take a look at, and then let's see what we're at an idle. Woo! Our max is 123. Wow. I mean, that's pretty substantial. Pretty big difference from what it was stock. And this is just a 4-inch exhaust, no muffler. All right, let's see how many decimals this is gonna be. Now keep in mind the exhaust is over here. It's a 5-inch exhaust, and then we have it axle dumped with a tip. We're about 81 decibels. What did we peak at? 107.5. That was our peak. So 107.5 is our peak. I'm putting the camera and the phone in the same area because, like, you're not gonna go lay underneath the truck to listen to it. It's all about when you're standing next to it, like how loud is it? Because I've ran this combination several different times, with a tip, without a tip, axle dump, side exit, and then obviously experience with a ton of trucks in several different combinations. And I guess more or less my point is, like, I notice when I'm driving by cars and stuff like that, or in a tunnel or whatever, if it's a side exit, it's way louder. But also when you have that axle dump, it keeps this a lot cleaner. It kind of gets a little bit more underneath the truck. So anyways, that was it. Let's change some stuff up. Okay, here's our 5-inch exhaust. Just threw it on with a zip tie, to be honest with you, but at least this is gonna deflect the sound out this way. So what's going on here next is going to be an Mbrp 5-inch. They call it a resonator muffler. It's kind of got these like spiral louvers in here. Then we got the Mbrp 5-inch resonator muffler. It's kind of the name that they have it. It's got a spiral louver design that's in here, and hopefully that's going to get rid of the nasty drone from when we're towing big fifth wheel and when we're towing it uphill, because it's kind of ungodly. I mean, I tell you, when this truck's empty, I love the 5-inch exhaust. I have no complaints about it. Really, any highway speed, it doesn't bug me. But this is starting to get annoying, and I feel like I'm just turning into a grandpa with it. Whatever. We're gonna rock this and give this a try. So I'm gonna put this in, finish the whole exhaust system. Well, I'm pointing, you can't see, but I'm gonna put the rest of the exhaust system on, and then we're gonna get an idea of what a 5-inch with a muffler sounds like. All right, let's see what decimals we're working on with this. Get the Mbrp installed. full 5-inch with an Mbrp. Looks like 113 was our max. It doesn't sound a lot different to me. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't sound much different at all. Really curious to see what our drone difference is gonna be like. I drove my truck, but I wanted to let you guys know that it did make a big difference. Even though on the outside of the truck, maybe it seemed like it was just barely quieter, almost where you couldn't tell. It is a big difference. So also, a lot of you guys, I'm gonna post this video on the forums. A lot of you guys talk about it and you're like, 5 inches way louder, 4 inches way louder. Like, here's the numbers to tell you how much louder it really is. Obviously drivability is a little different. Drone is a little different because you actually have to have experience driving those in those situations at those highway speeds with a load behind it. And like, I ain't got time for that. That's why you probably haven't seen a video of anyone doing it, because it's very extensive. And at the end of it, what's your goal? I mean, just to answer a question that is not a big deal, really. But for me personally, I would do a 5-inch exhaust for anyone that like really cares about the way it looks, because it looks really, really good. It looks big and burly. A 4-inch exhaust, it looks a little closer to stock, because it's similar to what stock is. And that's the other part of it that I want to tell you guys too, is that like, performance wise, if you have a straight pipe exhaust, I don't think it's gonna make a difference at all. Power wise, it's until you start throwing a muffler in, resonator in, and all that. But you're allowing more airflow in a 5-inch if you're gonna throw a muffler, a resonator in there, to have a better chance of that thing slowing it down and kind of giving you any back pressure. You don't want to be losing any power, so that'll keep that to a minimum. I can't say that you lose none, because I've seen instances where people are making 700-800 horsepower and you lose a lot. And but for a typical just exhaust system, tune, that type of thing, not gonna make a big difference. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, you know, I tell everybody do that. So we're growing it. I think we're just about to hit 1,000 subscribers, so I appreciate everybody right now. Drop a comment below. I don't know which one's your favorite. That would be awesome. I want to see what your guys' reaction is and what you guys have on your truck, what you like, what you thought sounded the best. And yeah, see you guys next time.